All right, welcome back to Football Scorecast, everybody. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all our deep dives. This week, we're taking a look at a competition that's had a major facelift. The Europa League. Yeah. If you think you know the Europa League, think again. It's gotten a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it really has. The changes they've made this season are, it's a complete overhaul, really.
So, tell me, what's different? How does it work now?
Well, now, you've got 36 teams all in one big league table.
Whoa.
No more. Of those group stages, each team plays 8 matches, 4 home, 4 away, and they're all against different opponents.
So every match matters.
Every single match counts.
No more coasting through, like hoping for an easy draw in the next round.
Exactly. And then it gets even more interesting because you've got 2 different paths to get to. The round of 16, that knockout stage, the top 8 teams in the league, they go straight through.
And that's where we see those big games, right? You got Manchester United, Porto, Ajax, Roma.
Yeah.
They've already locked in their spots.
That's right.
What happens to everyone else?
Well, the teams that finish between 9th and 24th, they go into a knockout phase playoff.
Oh.
And that's a 2-legged tie to decide who makes it to the round of 16.
So even if you don't have a perfect start, you can still come back.
Exactly. You get a second chance.
And we're talking about some big teams still in that mix. Lazio, Tottenham Hotspur, Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah, all fighting for those remaining spots.
It's going to be exciting.
It is.
So what kind of impact is this going to have on like those mid-table teams?
It's going to be huge. I mean, they've got a much better chance now to really make a name for themselves on the European stage.
We could even see some underdog stories. Right?
No, absolutely. I mean, imagine a team that just barely makes it into the playoffs and then goes on this crazy run.
And even for those big clubs that have already qualified, they still have a reason to fight for those top spots, right?
Oh, definitely. Nobody wants to risk having to go through that playoff. Nobody wants to face a team that has nothing to lose in a knockout round.
Right. Now, are there any players or teams we should keep an eye on this season?
Oh, tons. I mean, look at Tottenham. They've got new tactics, new signings. Could this be their year to finally win a European trophy?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
They haven't won one since 1984.
Wow, that's a long time. What about Porto?
Porto. They're always a threat. They know how to get results. And they always seem to make deep runs in these competitions.
The silent assassins of the Europa League.
Yeah, I like that. And then you've got Ajax. They're back in a big way with their academy, producing some amazing young talent. Their style of play is electric.
All right, so just to recap, it sounds like more competition, more drama, more chances for upsets.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild season.
Now, when does all this action kick off?
The knockout phase playoffs, they start on February 13th, then the round of 16 in March, quarterfinals in April, semifinals in May, and the final is on May 21st at the San Mamés Stadium in Bilbao.
You imagine the atmosphere in that stadium.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. All those different styles of play, all those teams fighting for glory.
His history in the making.
It is, but I think this new format, it could really change things. More matches mean more money for the clubs, but also puts more pressure on the players.
Right.
They might get tired, injured more often.
So how teams manage their squads is going to be really important.
It's going to be key, especially in those later stages of the tournament.
The Europa League's not just a sideshow anymore.
No, still.
It's just as demanding as the Champions League.
You got it.
So who do you think is going to win it all this year?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Will it be one of those big, famous clubs? Or will we see an underdog surprise everyone?
It's going to be fascinating to watch.
It is. And, here's one last thing to think about. Will this new format change how people see the Europa League?
Oh, that's a good question. Could it even shift the balance of power in European football?
It's possible.
So much to think about. Make sure to join us next time for another deep dive here on Football Scorecast.